Why the hell they get you started? Got me started. Why did they get me pissed off? Now I'm about to go NFL and kick this off. You really thought that I was this off? To let anyone in my domain, they need to be taught a serious lesson. Unless you strong as Zeus, there just ain't no use to go up against a madman. You can't win, G. I put you on ice like Richard Kuklinski. So stay away from shadows. When it gets dark, you make one bad move, they won't find your corpse. And the feds won't know where I drop you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition, early morning, quick edition, impromptu edition of Major Level Entertainment. I am your host and owner of this channel. It's your boy, Big Major. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right there, hell nah, for this content and more content. You know what I'm talking about? I talk about more than just Laker stuff. I wanted to go on. I know it's early as hell. It's right now. It's about 3:17 at Pacific Standard Time, my time, Cali time. And I wanted to go on because this is kind of like a part two of Lil Bro's program earlier, where we talked about LeBron. We discussed Austin and a bunch of other topics and things like that. And while I did get a chance to talk, I kind of wanted to keep the talking points going, or whatever the case may be, to kind of like finish up. We had an excellent conversation over there, excellent dialogue over there, and I just wanted to kind of, just extend on that, if I should say, you know what I mean, So that's what I'm here to do right now, right quick. So if you lend me your ears for at least 30 minutes, then we can get the show on the road, and we can do a little talking, and then I hope to correspond with you guys down in the comment section. Once again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all the people that view this channel. Thank you to all my subscribers. I have 181 subscribers now. I know that's not a lot, but having started the channel over and me not being on the channel as much as other YouTubers and content creators, I think that that's a blessing, for coming from, I'm very humble. Because, Major Level Entertainment, when I was Major Moves Entertainment on YouTube back in 2007, I've come a long way. I worked from 2007 up to about 2012, and I had like 80,000 subscribers, or a little bit over 80,000 subscribers. So that was a very big channel at that time. I'm very humbled to start over and be doing this. Like I said, I do it sparingly. I'm a very, very busy dude. But I do like to try to bring y'all some content, especially for the Laker fans and for those who just like to hear life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, lecture topics or just topics on health or religion or anything, sex, anything we can talk about. I like to lend my 5 decades of experience on it. So I appreciate you guys standing 10 toes down with your boy and continuing to show support and love to the channel. A shout out to my guys. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go ahead and go to the comment section. We go ahead and start off with my damn nephew, Lewis. Lewis has a channel, Lakers for Life 50. That's Lakers for Life 50. You ain't subscribed over there, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You know what I'm talking about? Don't come over here unless you've gone over there. You understand what I'm talking about? Because Lewis is the shit. His channel is up and coming. It's one of those new channels on the block when it comes to Laker content, but he also talks about life content just like his big uncle does, and it is fire. You want to go over there and hear some fire takes and some fire commentary and go over there and give your take possibly. You want to subscribe to Lakers for Life 50, my damn nephew, Lewis. Tell him your boy Big May sent you. And shout out to my damn nephew. He says, what's good, Big Unc? Get those likes up and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, tell a friend, tell a family member about the channel. Appreciate that, nephew. There he is, my damn cousin. Y'all know him as Goat James, a.k.a. Chris, a.k.a. Let Me Cook This Nigga Right Quick, a.k.a. the Barbecue Brisket Baron of the Bayou, a.k.a. Mr. Fuck Around and Find Out, a.k.a. last but not least and most importantly, my cousin on my mama's side of her motherfucking family. You understand what I'm talking about? Shout out to my damn cousin for always showing up, supporting. I don't give a damn what time it is. he gonna pop up. There ain't nothing you can do about it. I tried to stop him. I say, hey, cuz, will get you some rest. He said, hey, nah, man. Hey, nah, fuck that, partner. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there. You know what I'm saying? We up there. No, as he would say, I'm out here. You know what I'm talking about? I'm out here. You know how he does this. That's my damn cousin. You know how he does this. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Cuzzo. He says, growing reports are saying Rui might be the odd man out because, oh, man, we're about to get into it right now. Right now. Join me in a moment of silence. I did lose a cousin earlier. Well, last week I lost a cousin, June the 13th. My cousin Daryl, from my generation, just turned 50 years old in April. So if you guys can give me a 10-second moment of silence, I really would appreciate that. Rest in peace to my cousin Daryl. Rest in peace, Cuzzo. Miss you, love you, man. One day I'll be there to see you soon, man. You know how he does this. My cousin, who is more like a sibling to me. Rest in peace, Daryl. You know what I'm talking about? All right, so let's go ahead and get off into it. So, you know what I'm talking about? What's the title? Rui, LeBron, or Reaves, LeBron, Rui, and Marcus Smart should be Lakers' top priorities, especially going into the next season. They're going to be top priorities for different reasons, and we're going to get off into it one by one. Let me go ahead and start with the bum that we all, everybody believes that he should go, whatever the case may be. Everybody that I know believes he should go. The only people that don't believe he should go is his dick suckers and riders. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the only motherfuckers for some reason that believe that he deserves to get a $241 million contract, or hell, even a $200 million contract, whereby he'd be getting 40 to 46 million per year. That's not gonna fly with us. It certainly ain't gonna fly with me. He do not deserve a max contract that big for the Lakers organization. Now, if Brooklyn wants to give him 178 million for 4 years, if it's about the money, go take the money. You can be the man over there, but we're about championships here. Championships now, championship or bust. And that's why we got Luka in the first place. The minute we got Luka, ladies and gentlemen, that rendered Austin Reaves null and void. We didn't need him anymore. Him coming over here and having Luka is a redundant. We have all said that. It's not about how he can elevate in the regular season and be good in the regular season. That's fine. But we already have somebody who could do that in Luka Doncic. Now, if we hadn't have got Luka, and we'd have kept AD and kept Max Christie, it wouldn't be a problem. I believe that squad is better than a Luka and AR type squad. Because, why? Because let's say AR ends up being our primary ball handler. He ends up being our point guard, our premier point guard going into the future. Well, with Max Christie coming along, quintessential shooting guard, quintessential 3-and-D guy, he can shoot the three at a better arc than most three-point shooters in the league, and most people that shoot at that position, the shooting guard position. He certainly shoots the three better than Austin Reaves, and he defends way better. So I'm putting him next to Austin Reaves in the starting lineup for shooting guard if we don't have a Luka Doncic already. And we still got AD and Max Christie on the team. But because that we don't have that, and we got Luka, and now we still have AR, got to let AR go. Got to let him go. I've never been bolted to the floor on him. I never really cared much for him other than a bona fide role player that he is. You know, he had a Linsanity style, couple of Linsanity style games or whatever the case may be. And he had a Linsanity style cult following, and it was good and it was fine and it's great and all of that. But when you get to the playoffs, it shows who he really is. Now, yes, he averaged 20 points per game in the playoffs this year, but those numbers were mostly fluff. They were fluff. Horrible efficiency from the 3-point line. Horrible efficiency from the field goal line. Shooting his free throws, he's going to get those off, foul baiting, flopping, doing whatever the hell he do to get to the free throw line. That's great, but it still doesn't fit the scheme of things. The only reason he was able to work a little bit the way he was in the playoffs this year was because Luka was sitting down. You bring Luka and Austin in the game, we probably don't even fucking beat Houston because they will cancel each other out. We can expect Luka to go off and give his 30, 40, 35, 40 points or whatever the case may be. And then the other team does what they does. But we don't need two players doing the same goddamn thing, taking all those shots, breaking all those threes. And then the other team's defenders or whatever the case may be is cooking them and giving the other team a chance to score double the amount of points that Austin Reaves might put out. So Austin Reaves put out 30 points. Okay, that's great. That looks good to his dick suckers, right? He put out 30 points, but then he give up 58 points. You know what I'm saying? There's no balance. You know what I'm talking about? That's putting up all the points. It's good. He put up 30 points, and then we get blown out by 30 points. So what the fuck is he doing? So I'd rather get a guy that's playing his position that could play both sides of the ball, play offense and defense, balance. They give you 17 points per game, but he plays stellar defense. I would rather have that. See, Marcus Smart worked for us in that role. Now, he started taking all the crazy shots, then that's when I was like, okay, you need to fall back a little bit. But he guarded the best. He guarded Shea, and Shea wasn't able to go off of his normal 35 points to go off on anybody else. That nigga was hampered severely. He was hampered so severe that niggas like A.J. Mitchell were scoring more points. Niggas like Chet Holmgren were scoring more points, who's essentially what, the third or fourth option on the team? Well, with Jalen Williamson down, he became the second option behind Shea or whatever. But in the playoffs, you could say he was the first option in some games. So, but Marcus Smart held Shea to less than Shea numbers. You know what I mean? And then most of the time, we played OKC. Most of the times, most of those games, we beat ourselves. I'm going to say that until the day I die. We beat ourselves. It's not so much that they beat us. We beat the hell out of ourselves. That's just the bottom line. But we showed that we can hang with those motherfuckers and get with those motherfuckers without the ref whistles and all of that. They needed ref whistles, and they needed for us to give up early and start making boneheaded, dumbass plays. And then our coaching staff, I'm not going to say our coaching staff, but our head coach doing boneheaded, I'm smarter than everybody plays and turn out to be a fucking dumbass. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom fucking line. And that's the reason why we lost. But ain't no use in crying over spilled milk. It is what it is. It's going to do what it's going to do. You know what I'm talking about? We getting into it. So Austin Reaves, we don't need him anymore. It's time for him to go. We said as fans, we wouldn't mind him coming off the bench. That would be no problem at all. Come off the bench. Okay. You got Luka out there. I don't give a damn who you fill the rest of the roster with, but you should be coming off the bench. You can do it by committee if they're going to do it. Okay. They switching off. They're having the same amount of minutes, whatever the case may be. They switching out, but they're never playing in the game at the same time, or they're hardly ever playing in the game at the same time. You put both of those dudes in the game at the same time, calamity will ensue. You're going to have a problem. So our solution was, you're not going to send Luka to the bench. You just brought this guy over here. You know what I'm saying? He's a premier guy. He's your guy going into the future. So hell no. And he's a bigger name. Hell no, you can put him on a bench. So you put the lesser of the two evils out there on the floor. You put the worst of the two evils on the bench and have Austin Reaves coming off the bench. But his ego has grown so massive because you got motherfuckers that dick ride him or whatever the case, for whatever reason they do it. And they blew him up, blew his status up or whatever the case may be. And now he believes I should get star treatment. I should get preferential treatment even though I've never sniffed an all-star. I sniffed an all-star game, but I didn't go. I got injured. Whoop-de-doo. I've never won any accolade. Never all-defensive team, never all-NBA team, never second team, third team, fourth, fifth, 17th team. He's never won or done anything to warrant, other than playing pretty goddamn good in the regular season. Whoop-de-doo, especially against fucked up teams. Whoop-de-doo. Doing nothing as usual against teams that are in playoff contention. And then when we get to the playoffs, those teams that are in playoff contention that he did nothing against or didn't do that well against, guess what he did? Nothing against them. That's what we've been talking about the last few years. 5 years with us, nothing. Yielded nothing. You can't come over here and say, I want to be the fucking man when you don't do, I want to be the man like shit. LeBron fell back to third option in the regular season. Fell back to third option. Guess what? In the postseason, guess who had to step up all the way from third to first option? Your boy LeBron, an 87-year-old motherfucking man who's balding, who had to fucking step up because your two primary players, first and second quintessential options, were down. So LeBron stepped up. Ladies and gentlemen, that tells me two things. One, the motherfucker still got it, which we all knew that. And two, he chose to step back to third option because that's what he wanted to do, and that's what was good for the team. He's doing what's best for the team. But the fact that he was able to turn it right back up in the playoffs lets me know he did that shit on purpose. Because at any given point in time, he could have took over and said, you know what, fuck it. If he wasn't such a pass first player, if he wasn't so unselfish and he was a selfish motherfucker like how Kobe and Jordan was, that nigga, it would have been a whole different scenario. He's more efficient than Luka, more efficient than Austin Reaves. And he will play. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about him not playing defense. He'll play better defense than those cones. So for all those reasons and more, Austin has to go now. He has to absolutely get the fuck off of my team, your team, our team. That's just the bottom line. Fuck who a nigga who we like and, you know, who's popular at the time, whatever, you know, residential white boy, whatever the case may be. It's time for that nigga to go. Straight up and down like 6 o'clock. I don't care. I don't give a fuck where he go. He can go to the Bulls. He can go to the Brooklyn. Go get some money. You want to be the man? Those are two good places to go be the man at. Because guess what? They don't have a man over there. In either one of those places. Brooklyn has Michael Porter Jr. and the Bulls have Josh Giddey. That's it. Go help those guys out. You could be the residential white boy over there. You know what I'm talking about? Because over here, it just ain't working if we already have a residential white boy. Period. Now, let's get on to LeBron. Well, I pretty much explained why we still need Bron. I explained it. Playoff riser. What have I been telling y'all for years up on Lil Bro channel? Didn't I say ballers ball? Now, LeBron started off kind of funky. He only averaged 21 points per game in the regular season. That's season low since he first came into the league, averaging 20.9 points per game, which is essentially 21 points a game. He hasn't averaged that low in 23 seasons. You know what he does when he gets to the playoff? He boosts his game up to 24 points per game. That's not that far up under his career lifetime average. Ladies and gentlemen, the man is still doing this shit at 41 years old. That don't make no goddamn sense to me. It's a no-brainer to bring him back. And nobody can replace LeBron. See, LeBron don't have a replacement on the team already. See, Luka is Austin's replacement. All they did was put Luka at the point guard, move Austin up. Austin is the quintessential shooting guard. We don't have D'Lo no more. No, Austin should have been moved off the team. We should have kept Max Christie because look how Max Christie's come along. Max Christie would have helped us out on defense and offense. He would have shot the ball more efficiently. Plus, he would have been a rebound assassin. Max Christie could have gave us some efficiency. Max Christie would have gave us some physicality and effort. Austin Reaves didn't do that. And he's never going to do that. And if we give him 5 years, $200 million, he get his money, and it'll be the biggest pimpery in history because a bum who's never gotten any accolades just took a nigga for a ride. I mean, we had to put up with Gabe Vincent getting $11 million a year for us for 3 years. $33 million, he stuck us up for highway robbery. Okay, that's forgivable, especially if Austin Reaves get 5 for 241. Ladies and gentlemen, that ain't gonna sit right with me. It's gonna be very, very uncomfortable to watch these goddamn games if this bum is making just as much money close to it as Luka and get paid more than LeBron. I don't give a fuck about what niggas like Bees be talking about give LeBron $5 million. Are you out your fucking mind? I don't give a damn if that nigga's 50 years old. You don't give that nigga $5 million and he just produced in the playoffs? Yeah, we lost. Okay, but that's not on him. That's on coach, and that's on a mixture of everybody. But that motherfucker showed off again, as he always does. He kept us in some of those games. Game 2, OKC, he kept us in the game. Hit it, he nailed the 3, put us down by 6. We was getting our asses mollywopped. Nobody else came along for the ride but Rui, which is the next guy that's going to be on the list I'll talk about. Keep LeBron. And here's what the fuck I'm doing. And I don't give a damn if a nigga don't like it or not. Didn't I say that LeBron is in year 23? He's going to play until year 25. He's going to play until year 25. That means he will have to play 2 more years, or this year and then next year, to get to year 25. In order for him to get to year 25 the right way, LeBron could do one or 2 things. And I said he'd do this one, but he can do another option too. One, he signed a 1-year deal to see where the Lakers go. Okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to get somebody here that could possibly help us win a championship, bolster our team better than than we were? We were better this year than we were last year. The record proves it. Us getting to the second round proves it. LeBron, he takes 1 year. He sign a 1-year deal. I'm giving him that 1-year deal, $40 million. Okay? Now, if we're getting somebody essential over here, whether it be essential mixture of pieces that we need, or another star or a star-like player, I'm saying LeBron take a pay cut. Hey, Brown. Hey, man, we'll give you $30 million. 30 to $35 million for 1 year. And he can do another 1+1. He'll do $35 million this year. And depending on how he goes or how things go, whatever the case may be, he may decide to say, you know what, I'll play 1 more year. So the 1+1 will be something like, the 1 year will be something like, okay, let me try y'all out. Okay, I see how everything is going good. We got to the playoffs. We may have made the Western Conference Finals, might even win a championship. Okay, now I can negotiate and come back for another year instead of just outright giving him a 2-year contract. You see what I'm saying? Or LeBron could just make it easy so he ain't got to be going through this every year and say, you know what? I don't want to retire. I don't want to retire with any team but the Lakers, but I still feel the need to play basketball. But I'll give you guys, a discount because I've been with the organization for this long, or whatever the case may be. And, thanking the organization, you let my son come on to the team, or whatever the case may be. LeBron says, I'll do 2 years for $60 million. That's $30 million a year. Or I'll do 2 years, $65 million. I'll do that. That way LeBron will be locked up for the next 2 years. And then in 2 years, he retires like my theory suggests. LeBron retires in 2027-28 season. The 2028 season, he retires. It's 2 years away. He can do it like that. I'm doing that for LeBron before I'm giving Austin Reaves $200 million 5 years, or even 4 years for $178 million, $175 million. I'm not giving that bum no more than $25 million per year. That's the most I would give Austin Reaves. $25 million. You want to lock him up for 5 years? You do 5 years, $125 million. That's what the fuck I'm doing. That's what the fuck I'm doing. Because guess what? That's $25 million a year. Okay, I'll admit you are worth that much. You ain't worth anything above that. And then I heard them talking about bringing Rui's salary down from 18 to 16. That would be a travesty and a miscarriage of justice. That brings me over to Rui. So back to LeBron right quick. LeBron, I'm bringing him back. I don't give a fuck what you got to do. You bring him back. You put some motherfuckers around Luka. You can still build around Luka. LeBron is not going to hurt anything. If anything, he's going to bolster us when it comes playoff time. Don't worry about the regular season for LeBron. He'll always take a step back for the good of the team like he did this year. Motherfuckers can't say he's selfish no more. LeBron takes a step back. When the championship time comes, he becomes the first or second option alongside Luka, whatever. Nobody else is going to come along for the ride for him. And then everybody else fall into play playing their roles. Everybody else is starring in their roles. I'm taking LeBron back 2 years, max. Then after the 2 years, I know or I believe LeBron is going to retire. LeBron is going to retire in 2 years. You heard it here from Major Level Entertainment first. This ain't the first time I said it. I've been saying that shit since we won in 2020. I said LeBron is going to play for 25 years. In 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be 25 years that he's played in the NBA. He's going for the quarter century. Mark my words. If I'm wrong, come meet me back on my channel. But if I'm right, come meet me back on my channel. And you motherfuckers is going to have to be like, damn, you was right. Rui Hachimura, 3-point assassin, 57% from the 3-point line in the playoffs. Now, most people be like, oh, well, he didn't shoot the ball that much. He shot the motherfucker. He averaged 5 threes per game. 57%. That's goddamn great. That's nearly three. That's nearly three 3-pointers made per game out of 5 shots. The best 3-point shooter in the playoffs for that stretch in history. Let me say that again. Not in Laker history, not in Wizards history, not in playoff history, not in regular season history. In the history of basketball. Basketball has been around since 1946. The NBA has been around since 1946, I should say. That is exactly 80 years. And in the 80 years, nobody, not Reggie Miller, not Ray Allen, not Glenn Rice, not Drazen Petrovic, not Detlef Schrempf, not Chris Mullin, not Terry Porter, not Arvydas Sabonis, not Byron Scott, not Michael Cooper, not Mark Aguirre, not Joe Dumars, not Mark Price, not Bill Paxson, not John Paxson, not Steve Kerr, not Dan Marley, not all these 3-point shooters throughout history. Bird, Reggie Miller, not none of those motherfuckers throughout history. Wayman Tisdale, not one of these motherfuckers throughout history has shot the ball in the playoffs or regular season better than Rui. No Steph Curry, no Klay Thompson, no Iguodala. Anybody that's ever been known to shoot a 3. Nobody shot better than Rui. In the 80 years of basketball, 80 fucking years. That's almost a century of basketball. Nobody has shot the ball better than Rui Hachimura. You better be fucked for sake. I'm bringing this motherfucker back. I'm bringing Rui back. And not only am I bringing him back, I'm giving him some more money too. He make 18 now, I'm giving Rui 20. If you going to bolster Austin all the way up to 40 or even consider it, you better consider Rui giving him a raise. I don't give a fuck what you got to do. You better get that motherfucker a raise and bring a damn Japanese nephew back. You better bring him back. Because in the playoff, Rui has proven to be a playoff riser. And it ain't just for the Lakers. If you go back to his Wizard years, you will see he did the same thing over there. So this is not new. But Rui has found an identity over here with the Lakers. He's gotten into his body he's gotten into his grown man body over here with the Lakers. That happens when you play alongside the likes of LeBron and AD and guys like that. That happens. He never played with star players a day in his life like that. Wizards wasn't doing shit. Rui came over here and said, I'm going to find myself here in the Los Angeles Lakers uniform, and I want to stay here. I don't think Rui cares much about the money like Austin Reaves does, but I'm still paying Rui. I'm paying Rui just on the strength that he ain't asking for nothing. I just want to play. I'm paying Rui. Rui comes back. If you're going to bring Austin Reaves back, you better bring that motherfucker Rui back. If you don't bring Rui back, I will pitch a bitch outside of the Lakers front offices over there in El Segundo, California, which is about 8, 9, 10 minutes away from me. It's probably closer to Lewis, but I'll get there before Lewis. I'm going to pitch a bitch out there. I'm going to create a paper statue of Reaves, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to burn that motherfucker on the front lawn like the KKK used to burn crosses on Christian lawns, on black people's lawns. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to protest out there. I'm going to burn Austin Reaves jersey and a fucking paper statue out there if they sign that motherfucker to a 5-year, $241 million contract. That's on my mama. That's what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm talking about? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we have to subject ourselves to that bullshit. Let me go ahead and go up here to the comment section. I don't want to keep reading or keep going and then not going a long time without reading the comments. Let me go up here and see what my cousin is saying. Chris, okay? He said, okay, I already read that. He said, rest in peace. Thanks, cuzzo. You know what I'm talking about? Rest in peace to the cousin. Lewis said, praying for you, big unc. I lost my uncle in Vegas this past Monday to cancer. He said his name was Eddie Scott. Rest in peace to Eddie Scott. Prayers and condolences go up to the family, nephew. You know how he does this. You know what I'm talking about? Lewis. Lewis says, what's good, Chris? How you doing, bro? You know what I'm talking about? He says, salute, Lewis. Doing well. Thanks for asking, fam. You know how he does this. Go James Cuzzo says, I wish the owner trusted the team to win right now. Not pocket watching. But it seems like this is about to come down to money. Yeah, I hope that's not the case. I hope it just seems that way and not the case. Because if it's the case, ladies and gentlemen, we're in for another long season. We're in for another long season. And I'm not playing this year. I'm not trolling. I'm not going for the trolling. I'm cussing niggas the fuck out if they come up here trolling. It ain't no point of fucking watching if we're not planning to win. Fuck the money. Nigga, do you want to win? Whoever don't want to win, get them the fuck out of here and bring in people that want to win. Do you understand what I'm talking about? See, the Lakers organization is about winning. We're already the premier organization in all of sports, arguably, next to guys like the Yankees and things like that. We're a premier organization. Most well-known organization, got one of the biggest fan bases in the world. So we're going to be who we're going to be when we're going to be it, no matter how many times we don't win the championship. But goddamn it, the fans want to win. We want to win. And if it is about money, there's a way for everybody to get what they want. If the owners want money, the teams, owners and upper management want money. If the NBA wants to make more money, then you make sure, and I'm not saying about cheating, but I'm just saying making sure that you're not sabotaging a certain team, whatever the case may be. Then you put motherfucking teams in there that people want to watch. Don't nobody give a fuck about OKC versus Toronto or some shit like that. Yeah, that's not a big draw. Okay, New York drew some type of, some type of status, whatever the case may be. That's New York City against San Antonio. That San Antonio's, they are who they are, whatever. They got the championships or whatever during the Duncan era and stuff like that. But that's San Antonio. That's not a big market. I think New York and the Lakers would have been a way bigger turnout. And guess what? They'd still be talking about it on social media and regular media. Nobody's talking about, I said this would happen. Who's talking about the finals right now? Who's talking about the championship right now? After the game, that one day after the game, nobody. It ain't been but a week. Nobody's talking about it already. Know what the fuck they talking about? Everybody focusing on what LeBron go do. I said that this would happen. Nobody cares about the championship or the finals or the playoffs for that matter if niggas like LeBron, Steph Curry, and KD aren't in it. Steph Curry got put out early. KD got put out early. LeBron got put out in the second round. Motherfuckers were still watching because LeBron was still playing. And he was putting on a goddamn clinic. We got taken out in the first round in 5 games, or 4 games. Niggas wasn't even giving a fuck. The only reason I know about the fucking finals and watching all the, the stuff that, watching all the post games and stuff like that is because I was doing highlights, watching the highlights or watching post game interviews. I wasn't watching those fucking games like that. Every now and again, I see a couple highlights here and there, live highlights or whatever the case may be. But I didn't give a fuck. People who are fans or diehard fans of teams don't give a fuck. Now, if you're a fan of basketball, the sport, if you're more of a fan of basketball, the sport, than you are of a team, then you're going to watch everything. I don't give a fuck about basketball like that. Basketball is not even my primary sport that I played. I played big nigga shit. I was a football player. I boxed. I did martial arts. I did contact shit that can hurt a nigga, break bones and kidneys. I didn't care about basketball. Did I play? Yes, I played basketball. I played baseball. I was a triathlete. I did all that shit. I did everything that you can do for a young kid that had a lot of energy like me. Okay, it's not so much that he can play music. Okay, we do the music. Okay, he doesn't want to go to music school. He doesn't want to go to the art academy. Okay, put him in sports. I want to play football. Football starts to get boring. Football season is a short season, and then they'll put him in baseball. Okay, you put him in baseball. I get tired of smacking home runs out of the goddamn atmosphere. I'm tired of doing that. Okay, put him somewhere. Now I want to hurt somebody. Okay, put him in boxing. I got tired of knocking niggas off their feet. I got tired of getting knocked off my feet sometimes. Hey, hold on, this is boring. put him in, put him in kempo. You know, American Kempo, put him in that. Karate, you got tired of roundhouse and side kicking niggas, side swiping. I got tired of doing. They said, put him somewhere, make him do something. I played it all, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing I ain't play is golf and tennis, and water polo and lacrosse, and ice hockey. Those are the only things I didn't play. I did it all. Brand new socks and drawers. You understand what I'm talking about? I did it all. But so basketball. Even though I'm a diehard Laker fan, I'm not a diehard basketball fan like that. Most people be like, well, how could you not be a diehard basketball fan, but you're a diehard Laker fan? Because I only care about the Lakers. How many times do you hear me talking about other teams unless I'm talking about them in context? I don't give a fuck about the Knicks. I don't give a fuck about the Spurs, OKC, UFC, KFC. It's Lakers or nothing. You understand what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Unless I'm trying to steal a player from your team or send a player from my team to your team. Like we're trying to send this bomb from here to Brooklyn. Now, I got a little shimmer in my heart for Brooklyn for one reason. Well, two reasons. Both my older sons, you know, they're Brooklyn fans. And as you know, Brooklyn Nets used to be called the New Jersey Nets. Everybody know I was born in New Jersey, raised in Los Angeles, California, Watts. But I'm from New Jersey. I can't deny where I'm from. I still got heavy roots there on my father's side of the family. I still go home every goddamn year. I go see my sons. I got a house out there on the East Coast in Brooklyn. So I go out there and see my people. I got a small connection to the Nets. But ladies and gentlemen, fuck the Nets. It's about the Lakers. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm a Laker fan, die hard. It don't get no die harder than me. When you think of die hard shit, you think of two people. You think of Bruce Willis because of the Die Hard movie series, and you think of your boy, the Big and Major. Nobody dies harder than me. A die hard Giants fan, die hard Yankees fan, a die hard Lakers fan, die hard Brazil soccer fan, die hard Michigan College, Michigan University fan, a die hard. If I got a certain team, I'm extremely loyal to that team. Certain person or player, I'm extremely loyal to that player. That's what I am. Die-hard fan of the teams, a die-hard Lewis fan, a die-hard Chris fan, die-hard DJ fan, die-hard Laker girl fan, die-hard JC fan, a die-hard Joe fan. I die hard for my people. You understand what I'm talking about? Stop fucking around with me, man. I keep telling y'all, I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga Monday through Sunday. You know how he does this 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year, 366 days if it's February 29th in the leap year. You understand what I'm talking about? And Major Level Entertainment, real, raw, right? There's nobody rawer than me on YouTube. I say what I mean what I say what the fuck I want, do what I want, how I want. Fuck YouTube policies. You understand? I'm not here to get paid. You know how he does this. I got Long Green. You understand me? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Major Level Entertainment you have just now witnessed. Cuzzo, he said, I don't even think LeBron can accept $5 million. LOL. No, I don't think so either. I think it's very disrespectful. I think if the NBA even uttered, hey, LeBron, we're going to give you $5 million. I think that if they uttered that, the universe will find them. The universe will find the NBA if they uttered those words, LeBron, we're going to give you $5 million. Or we're going to let a team give you $5 million. Anybody ever offer LeBron $5 million? LeBron should retire, right? I'll help that nigga. I would threaten him to retire. I'd be like, LeBron, if you don't retire tomorrow, my nigga. If you don't retire tomorrow, these motherfuckers have besmirched your name. You've given 4 championships, made billions for the NBA. Billions. If he made $1 billion during his tenure in the NBA, how the fuck much more do you think the NBA has made off of LeBron, off of LeBron's back? How much more? They get a percentage of every goddamn thing this kid does. Magazine covers, shoe deal, whatever the fuck is it. The NBA benefits somehow, some way off of LeBron. You can't tell me that this motherfucker ain't netted hundreds of billions of dollars for these motherfuckers. Hundreds of billions. Not hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions. Billions with a B. That nigga, man, it's crazy. So they better not ever offer $5 million to LeBron. That's like one of his shoes. Hey, LeBron, throw your shoe out there on the court. We're going to put it in bronze, and we're going to put one LeBron shoe, and we're going to encase it in bronze in every arena in the NBA, including the WNBA. We'll give you $5 million for you to let us put your bronze shoe out there on every arena floor. I'm not giving that nigga $5 million. $5 million a month? That's what I give him, $5 a month. That's $60 million a year. I give him $5 a month. What the hell are you talking about? 5. Motherfuckers is crazy. You can't even troll and play like that. Oh, I'm just trolling. Nah, nigga, that's disrespectful. If that's like me in my line of work. In my line of work, I make 6 figures, right? I've been making 6 figures over the last 25 years in my line of work. People pay me big money to make sure that they make it home safe, to protect their interests and to protect their families and to make sure their children are able to go to school safely and to make sure their wives are able to get over here safely and their husbands are able to get over there. I've been protecting motherfuckers for over 30 years. I've been making long green for over 25 years. If a motherfucker came to me with all my knowledge and wisdom and expertise and how to get you out of situations, I'm talking about damn near Secret Service level protection that I offer. If you come to me, anything less than 5 digits, anything less than 5 digits, unless I'm doing something for like charity or if I'm doing like a small event or something, if you offer anything less than 5 digits and I'm in a dangerous situation, that's disrespectful. And I'll make sure I leave the back door open for a nigga to sneak you. Yeah, Major, we want you to come over here. We got an assignment, 5-day assignment over here in Oakland. It's going to be pretty dangerous, but we can only offer you 10,000. 10,000? I know I said 5 digits, but I meant high 5 digits, not low. 5 days, what, $10,000 a day or $10,000 an hour or $10,000 for the 5 days? Oh, 10,000 for the 5 days. You mean to tell me you're going to give me $2,000 a day? Do you know who the fuck I am? Here, let me show you my resume right quick. Maybe you don't know who I am. Before I snap on you, let me show you who I am. Maybe you didn't know. And then if I show you the resume and you still tell me, oh yeah, we only gonna give you $2,000 a day. Nigga, I'm gonna rip up the contract and walk right the fuck off. Because the next thing coming is I'm gonna have to knock your ass out for disrespecting me like that. You don't disrespect me like that, nigga. I made $2,000 a day when I was 22 years old. You don't give me that, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how old I am. Nigga, I'm the LeBron of this bodyguard and shit. I'm still great at my job. Still effective at my job. Still taking nigga down with my bare hands at my job. Niggas be like, oh, you old. So I'm only going to pay you $5 million because you're old. Fuck his age. What can he do? Is he still effective at 41 years old? Don't pay me based upon my age. Pay me based upon my effectivity. Kezzle, B still pushing that bullshit narrative. Yeah, he pushed that shit tonight. And I know it's entertainment and troll, but like I say, I can't even play like that. I'm not about to play with this dude talking about $5 million. Y'all, you out your fucking mind. This is LeBron. If we listen to dumbass niggas like that, that's crazy. You mean to tell me you gonna get this nigga $5 million and he was the only nigga next to Rui and Marcus Smart that showed up? The fuck out of here. Lewis, AR got to get the fuck out of LA right the fuck nah. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta let that Laker fire out, Lewis. Can't be nice to these motherfuckers. I'm tired of being nice, cuzzo. Tired of being cordial. Yeah, okay, sir. Pardon me. No, fuck that. Get out of here. That's what I'm talking about. Cuzzo. Yeah, because I think you're the only person saying LeBron would go 25 seasons. Maybe someone else. Just so many streams to keep up with. LOL. I probably agree to that in a moment. Yeah. You know what? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll fall back. But I think, Cuzzo, I just don't see him stopping. People are like, oh, he's gonna. Remember, people was like, he's gonna retire this year. He didn't. He hasn't announced it yet. Now he still could retire, and he can end it at 23 seasons. But I think he goes on. I think he goes further. I just think that. I don't know why 25 popped up in my head. Maybe it's the quarter century idea. The idea that somebody played in the NBA for 25 years. That is a quarter of 100 years. That is unprecedented, and it certainly will never happen again. The 23 years is already pushing it. 20 years is pushing it. I think people can play 20 years, but I don't think nobody's ever going to play 25 years in the NBA, even if they think they can. KD and Steph Curry next, but I don't think them niggas is going to go past, the 20-year mark. I don't think so. I think KD gives it another 2-3 years, and Steph Curry gives it another 2-3 years, especially if they don't win anything. LeBron is just out there because he fucking want to be out there. Remember, 2 years ago, they said he could play another 5 years. That was 2 years ago. He's already played 2. He had 3 years left, but I say he plays 2 more years, and then he calls it quits. He hang up the number 23. He hang up the number 6. He hang up his LeBrons, his soldiers, and he say, you know what? I'm about to focus in on my beautiful wife and my lovely children. And he building a big-ass mansion over here in Brentwood, California. I'm about maybe 10 minutes away from his house right now, perched up here on a hill right here in North Hollywood right now. I'm about 10, 15 minutes away from LeBron's house. 10, 15 minutes away. Ladies and gentlemen, that nigga ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry. If you are a Laker, if you're a LeBron-hating Laker fan, I feel sorry for you because he ain't going nowhere no time soon. Cry a little bit more, bitches. Cry a little bit more. If you love Austin Reaves, I hope he leaves this team so I ain't got to hear you bums no more. I don't want to hear you, see you, know you. You can get the fuck off our team when he gets the fuck up off our team. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Cuzzo. LeBron greatness showed versus the Rockets and OKC. Bees needs to shut the hell up at this point. Yeah, he said he's a LeBron fan. I don't understand. Most people that say that they're LeBron fans, or whatever the case may be, certainly give dumbass takes when it comes to LeBron. Why are you so hell-bent on wanting him to leave the Lakers? Why are you so hell-bent on that if you're a LeBron fan and not a Laker fan? If you don't care about the Lakers, why are you so hell-bent on LeBron leaving? Why? Nigga, ain't you a Nuggets fan? Hell, if anything, I'll be pushing him to go to the Nuggets. No, you just want him to leave. I think what it is, that's what exactly what I think it is. I think he wants LeBron to leave and possibly, but LeBron wouldn't be going to the Nuggets. That wouldn't be his choice. That hasn't even been on the radar. That's what the media says. So I don't know what his end game is, saying that he's a LeBron fan, but pushing the narrative of $5 million or pushing him off the team and surrounding himself around the team building around Luka. I don't get that. I don't understand. Maybe it's not for me to understand because I don't give a fuck. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. The GOAT, James Cuzzo. He said, Giannis' name been getting thrown around like crazy these past couple weeks. Hopefully he makes the right decision and not a devastating one. Yeah, hopefully. Like going to Boston is going to be devastating. Going to Boston would be devastating. Spurs, I heard Boston, I heard the Spurs, I heard who else I hear? I heard Miami, of course. And then in lower levels, I've heard the Clippers and I heard the Warriors. If he go to any one of those teams, he automatically bolster those teams. I don't give a fuck where they are or where they were in the standings last year. If Giannis goes to any team in the NBA, he will bolster that team automatically. I wish to God that we were like hot buttons on getting this guy, man. I want Giannis. I don't really want nobody else. If it can't be Zach LaVine, I want Giannis. DJ mentioned Zach LaVine earlier. Do you know that that's one of the free agents? When DJ read that free agency list for this year, that free agency list was bananas. That was a good free agent. All those free agents, that means next year it's going to be bananas if those niggas don't get picked up. Some of them will, niggas don't get picked up because most of those guys on there were all-stars or quintessential all-stars or a couple superstars or, quasi-stars or perennial stars. They was all-star. They wasn't just some bum-ass role players. The only role players on there was Kuzma and KCP that he read. Everybody else was a star in their role or in their own right. Facts. The GOAT James says, the new owner needs to move Rob aside and bring in someone new. His time as GM and his other personal titles have become a problem for this team. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely, Cuzzo. He said, great pickup with Luke, but it's time to go. Yep. Bottom line, it's time to go. Okay? So back to the list. Back to those guys up there that we're looking at. I said a compelling argument to keep Rui. Rui, our best, one of our playoff risers that came along with LeBron this playoff. I was very impressed with Rui. I'm bringing him back. Fuck what you talking about. Marcus Smart, last but not least. Marcus, my goddamn cousin, Smart. From Flower Mound, Texas. Marcus Smart is a fucking dog. One of the few dogs we had on the team this year. Fuck what you talking about him being 31, 32 years old. That nigga was a fucking dog. He guarded Shea to the point where Shea couldn't be the Shea that we know him to be. That motherfucker's flopping didn't work on Marcus Smart. He said, nigga, get your bitch ass out there and play some actual basketball. And that nigga only scored 22 points. Yes, he still got 22 points. But that's a far cry from the 35 he would normally get against other motherfuckers that don't guard him. Like a nigga like Austin Reaves would have guarded him. Shea would have cooked the fuck out of Reaves. He couldn't cook the fuck out of Smart. Every time he turned around, Smart was in his grill. Marcus Smart, we don't need him for offensive prowess. We need him for his defensive prowess. Now, if he's hot, he's hot. There's been time Marcus Smart is hot, he turned around and hit 5, 6 threes on your ass. I like that. Now, if I'm Marcus Smart, I'm working on getting my three-point shot up a little bit more, be a little bit more consistent. He's a very streaky shooter, but he ain't never streaky on defense. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to say no more about that. Marcus Smart has shown that he can be a playoff riser on the defensive end, too. We need to bring Marcus Smart back, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'll round off the show by saying, once again, Austin Reaves needs to go. Get the fuck out of here. That's the first order of business. Bring LeBron back at all costs. But bring somebody along inside, for LeBron to fit around Luka. If LeBron is going to take a pay cut, make it worth his while to take that pay cut. That's what you need to do. Make it worth LeBron's while to take a pay cut. Bring LeBron back. We're going to bring Rui back. We're bringing Rui back because need I say more. Shot excellent from the three-point line. Shot excellent from the free throw line. Shot excellent from the field goal line. Rui is a playoff riser when we needed him to be. Bring Rui, my damn Japanese nephew, the fuck back or fight me. All right. Marcus Smart, bring him back because when it come to defense, we needed Marcus Smart the most in the playoffs. He stepped up just like he stepped up for us in the regular season. Marcus Smart comes back because he is our defensive anchor and he offers that veteran mentorship to the young guys there, like Bronny and other defenders just coming up. Everybody else, they can either be shoo-ins or they can go. Aiden, I don't give a fuck about what we do with him. Luke Kennard might be gone. He might be gone just on the strength that We might need to bolster our defense more than our offense. So I don't know about Luke Kennard. I would like to have Luke Kennard back, but I don't know. I don't know what the Lakers are feeling about that. He showed up first 2 games in Houston, and then he was a no-show after that. So I don't know what the Lakers plan on doing with that. But everybody else, Jake LaRavia, I like Jake LaRavia. Jake LaRavia, he bolstered us up during the regular season when Austin Reaves was out. He came right alongside Luka and LeBron when they needed him to. I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater on Jake LaRavia like most people will. It's 1 year. We gave Austin 5 years. We gave Gabe Vincent 3 years. We can give Jake LaRavia another year because when it came to defense, Jake LaRavia was playing those passing lanes like a motherfucker. Jake LaRavia is actually one of our premier defenders on the team as well. He averaged a steal. He averaged 2 steals per game this year in the regular season. He was up there with Marcus Smart and guys like that, stealing the ball like a guard. So I'm not giving up on Jake LaRavia. I'm keeping him for defensive purposes. Now, if we can get somebody better, and he has to be a scapegoat for us to get somebody better who can play both sides of the ball but still come off the bench and be more productive in a more consistent role, then I got to let my white nephew from Pasadena, California go. Other than that, I'm not giving him up. But if they have to give him up, I won't be hurt about it. You know what I'm talking about? Franklin Link, BZ7FL. You know what I'm saying? He said, real Laker fans want LeBron and his son. Real Laker fans want LeBron and his son gone. No. I disagree. Not real Laker fans. Real Laker fans don't want LeBron gone. Real Laker fans don't want LeBron gone. The only people that want LeBron gone is that Laker branch of fans that are Kobe fans. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm diehard. I'm a diehard Laker fan who happens to love Kobe, but I happen to love and respect LeBron as well. I'm not one of those Laker fans who say I'm a Laker fan, but I love Kobe so much that I hate LeBron. That's what the truth of the matter is. Motherfuckers are scared to tell the truth, but that's what it is. People who love Kobe hate LeBron, as if you can't love and respect all great players. See, I don't have that problem. See, I'm a diehard Laker fan. Way before Kobe came to the Lakers, before Kobe was born, I've been a Laker fan. And so because I'm a Laker fan like that, I want what's best for the team. LeBron came over to the team. He was best for the team, and he still is. Because when it matters in the playoffs, no other player since he's been here has stepped up for us in the playoffs like he stepped up for us in the playoffs. So I don't give a fuck what somebody talking about they want LeBron gone. If you a real Laker fan and not just a fan of one player, you thank God that motherfucker came over here. Because he's been a playoff riser ever since. Yeah, we haven't won anything other than the 2020 championship. But that's not on him. That's on coaching. That's on coaching. That's on upper management, breaking up the team. When we had a good team, we had good, decent centers over here. We had good defenders over here, good role players who started in their role. It's not on LeBron that we keep fucking losing. So, as the top of the council, as the godfather of this Laker shit, this Laker fan shit, it's the fans that are only fans of Kobe that want LeBron gone. Now, when I say only fans of Kobe, I'm not excluding myself because I'm a Kobe fan myself, but I'm not a Kobe only fan. Most of these Laker fans are Kobe fans only. You know how I know that? Because when Kobe retired, they stopped watching the Lakers. I've been watching the Lakers consistently since 1977. I was 2 years old when my pops made me sit there and listen to those motherfuckers on TV. When it was been listen to them on radio, when it was been simulcast on the radio. And then in 1979, when I could see a game and listen to a game on my own without my pops even having to come get me to watch a game or listening to a game with them. I turned that radio on, flicked that motherfucker on to the Lakers station and the Dodger station, and flipped that motherfucker on. I was able to listen to the Lakers on my own. And then when the games came on, I was able to seek and watch the games on my own at 4 or 5 years old. I've been a Laker fan since 1979. Die the fuck hard. And it's never been about one player. My GOAT is Kareem. My favorite Laker was Magic. Nobody will ever supplant Kareem. Let me get that disclaimer out there right the fuck now. Nobody would ever be a more favorite Laker than Magic Johnson. Not even Kobe. I don't care that Kobe played 20 years for the Lakers. Magic Johnson did shit no fucking we never seen before. And I seen Magic way long before I seen Kobe come into the league. I seen what Magic did in 79. I seen what Magic did all the way up until the time he retired. So people that come to me and say, Laker fans, real Laker fans want LeBron go. No. Fuck that. Kobe fans want LeBron gone. I don't suffer from that same illness. I don't want LeBron gone. So fuck what you talking about. You niggas is fucking haters. And for those people that are Kobe fans, Kobe didn't hate LeBron. He loved LeBron. He endorsed LeBron to come over here. Did y'all know that? He endorsed LeBron. He didn't hate LeBron. Go look at some of their videos. You couldn't even make Kobe smile. He was so locked in. LeBron comes along. LeBron lighting Kobe up. I think I heard both of them say they often wish they could have played with each other. Kobe would have loved to play with a nigga like LeBron because LeBron would pass him the ball. People like LeBron and Kobe fit together because it's like Pippen and Jordan. Except LeBron is better than Pippen. Could you imagine that duo on the Lakers at the same time? Woo! So don't give me that real Laker fans want LeBron gone. No, fake Laker fans who are only fans of one fucking player want him gone. Because there's motherfuckers that say, I stopped watching the game when they got LeBron. I stopped watching the game when Kobe came over. When Kobe left the team. You never was a real Laker fan. I've been here through the dark times, through the championship times, through the times we didn't win shit, through the Robert Sacre era, during the 90s, from 1988, 89. The last one we won was 88. From 89 to 2000, I was there when we didn't win a goddamn thing. We always had a squad. When we had Nick Van Exel and Eldon Campbell and Blade Divac for a little bit of time. Michael Thompson at the last part of 1991 or whatever the case may be. James Worthy was going down, then he retired. We had AC Green. We had Orlando Woolridge. I was there at the time. We wasn't doing shit, and we didn't do shit for the next 11 years until Shaq and Kobe and Phil Jackson decided, okay, I found a new formula for us to try to win. And then in 2000, here come the Lakers back to relevancy again. Because before that, we wasn't doing a goddamn fucking thing. And I stayed there the whole time. Even during Kobe's last final years when we didn't do a goddamn thing. Remember, he retired in 2016. The last time we won the championship was 6 years before he retired in 2010. We had the great Kobe Bryant still on the team, and we didn't do a motherfucking thing. So from 2010 to 2019, we didn't do shit. We was falling back into irrelevancy. I said it. Yes, we are the Lakers. We are a legendary organization, but we were irrelevant those times we wasn't winning the championship. Wasn't nobody talking about us in media like that. Nobody was talking about the Lakers like that when we wasn't winning shit, when we was 15 and 67 or 17 and 65. Nobody was giving a fuck about us. The Warriors was going around running rapid on everybody. So don't tell me that fucking bullshit. This dude comes over here, he brings some shine back to the organization, and then after a year been over here, him and AD yields us a championship. And before a nigga say it's a bubble championship, that championship was dedicated to Kobe, because every time they went out there on the floor, they said, for Kobe. This is for Kobe. And we won. So I never disrespect and besmirch that championship because that was the Mamba ring there. It should be called the Mamba chip. But I'm a diehard Laker fan, not a diehard one-player fan. So I'm one of those real diehard Laker fans. It gets no more dieharder than me that says LeBron should stay here. Let Austin fucking Reaves go. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. He said, Austin is a true Laker. The fuck out of here. The fuck has Austin done for us? What the fuck has Austin done for this organization? He doesn't have any accolades with this organization. He doesn't have any historical factors in this organization. He hasn't done nothing but play decent for us in the regular season and then do nothing for us in the playoffs. Get the fuck out of here. Go James. These niggas wake up with the hate. I'm all for it, cuzzo. I smoke your ass. Frankly, it sounds good. Nah, nigga, it is good. You talking to the Godfather. Trust me, you ain't more of a Laker fan than me, my nigga. You might want to fall back. Now, if you want to suck Austin's dick, you can go suck Austin's dick on another team. Because this bitch ass is leaving. And if he don't leave, of course, I'm still going to be a Laker fan because I'm diehard like that. I'm not going to give up on the team because of one player like some niggas have done. LeBron comes over here, niggas stop being Laker fans all of a sudden. I'm not going to stop being a Laker fan because Austin Reaves is still on the Lakers. I'm going to continue to support my team, but I'm still going to wish for that bitch to leave my team. We're not going to win shit with Austin Reaves and just Austin Reaves and Luka. We got to have, if we're going to build around Luka, Austin Reaves has to go in order for that to happen. I'm sorry. Go James. This nigga trying to talk shit, big cuzzo. LOL. The fuck is he? George Cousin? I don't give a fuck. He one of them niggas, cuzzo. Hey, anybody down in the chat, hey, man, deal with this nigga for me. I ain't got time for this. I ain't about to keep stopping the show. I'm trying to end the show and go on about my business and let y'all go on about y'all's. You know what I'm saying? This is major level entertainment. You fucking with the torture chamber over here. You fucking with the guillotine. Come over here and get your head sliced off. Ain't no Austin fans over here, motherfucker. That bitch about to go off my team. You can go drop to your knees in a dark alley somewhere in fucking Utah or some shit for Austin Reaves. LeBron is the biggest reason why the Lakers don't have players. No, upper management is the bigger reason why the Lakers don't have players. You know why? Because we could have got some premier players, some good players, go to show you how much of a casual you are. We could have got some decent players for Austin Reaves. You know what the dumbass Lakers upper management said? We're not giving up Austin Reaves unless it's for a star. They said this 2 years ago when he was even more of a bum than he is today. Get the fuck out of here. They asked Kobe to help LeBron out because the Laker fans from the start didn't want LeBron. No. It's not that the Laker fans didn't want him from the start, because I was one of those Laker fans that I know a bunch of Laker fans that was like, oh shit, LeBron coming over here. We love great players. Why the fuck? Remember, LeBron wasn't too far off from being a champion. He just won in 2016. He was still, at that time when we brought him over, he was still the best player in the league, or one of the best players in the league, top 5, top 3. You mean to tell me a dumb motherfucker who loved one player so much would hate another player so much, the best player in the world at the time, and didn't want to bring him to the team? Then motherfuckers is dumber than they look. They didn't ask Kobe to help them accept LeBron. You was either going to accept LeBron or not. And Kobe knew that, because when the interview asked him, they said there's a lot of people, a lot of your fans that don't like LeBron. What did Kobe say? If you're a fan of winning, if you're a fan of me, you're a fan of winning, you're a fan of LeBron, they'll come around. He said they'll come around. That's what he said. And Kobe would be rolling over in his grave right now if he learned to find out that a lot of these motherfuckers didn't come around. Some people did. I know some people that finally said, man, I got to get this dude respect. He shows up every year in the playoffs, even though he don't got no real help around him. But the ones that never came around, those are the ones they're like the JDRs. They stay on their knees. Fuck that. It's about the team. You can't tell me he ain't been the best player on the team in the playoffs since he's been here. With the exception of AD coming over, I think AD should have, he was shooing for the Finals MVP. I'll give AD that. Now we got Luka over here. Austin Reaves ain't been no playoff riser. So what the fuck is we talking about, bro? Kobe was hurt, bro. Stop it. From 2010 to 2016, okay, I give him that. Nobody's putting Kobe down. You talking to a nigga that's a Kobe fan. I love Kobe to death. You know what I'm talking about? That's the Mamba. I got a pair of Kobe, signed autographed Kobe shoes. His crazy 8s when he was with Adidas. That's how fucking far I go back. a signed pair that was given to me by a liaison that we both knew. See, you're not talking to a regular YouTuber up here, bro. I've worked around and guarded celebrities, so that put me in around some high profile people, and I was able to get a pair of his crazy eights. I got that I have right now that people have been trying to buy from me. I refuse to sell them. Kobe wore those motherfuckers 4 or 5 times. I got those motherfuckers, and I'm gonna keep those motherfuckers until the day I die. And then I'm gonna pass them down to my son and let him keep them to the day he dies. Next thing you know, in the next 300 years, they're gonna dig them motherfuckers up somewhere in Compton, California, and pull them motherfuckers up and say, God damn, these were the Kobe's from 150 years ago. Bro, you're not talking to a casual up here. Trust me. And then when I speak with passion. I don't mean no disrespect. I speak with passion because I'm a diehard up here. I don't have a problem with LeBron being over here on the team. If LeBron was ever a problem and he couldn't help it, he didn't rise for us in the playoffs, I'll tell that nigga to get the fuck on too, bro. I'm talking about what can you do for me in the playoffs. Austin Reaves has done nothing. It's time for him to go. If you want to be a fan of his, that's fine. But he got to go from this team. Brooklyn want to give him the max. Go get it. He can be the man over there alongside MPJ. They're not going to do anything, but go get your money. But you can't do it here. We won't win with this guy here. I'm sorry. That's the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Major Level Entertainment. I appreciate y'all for showing up to the show. Please, once again, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel. You know what I'm saying? I come hard, but I come real and I come raw and I come with the right shit. I'm never going to tell you some shit I don't believe in. You understand what I'm talking about? I don't talk for fluff. I don't talk to pay, to get paid. I talk and put my talking points out there so that you guys can hear it and decipher for yourself and be entertained a little bit. Come over here to laugh, but also come over here to hear the real. This is Major Level Entertainment, the realest, the rawest, the rightest channel on YouTube. You ain't gonna find nobody rawer than me. So please subscribe to the channel. Even if you're a hater, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm talking about? Bolster my subscribers. You understand what I'm talking about? This is how we does what we does when we does it. I don't give a fuck if I'm never monetized, but I do want to get my voice out there amongst people who may agree with me and who may disagree with me because I love the feedback, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Major Level Entertainment, the Major Level Mafia. Hold on. Got some other people coming in. Hey, wait, hold on. Let me give a shout out to the damn bandwagon, my goddamn cousin from across the street that I always borrow brown sugar from. And shout out to the damn bandwagon 007. You know what I'm talking about? Not 006, not 005, not 008. A 007, the goddamn motherfucking son of a bitch bandwagon, goddamn it, motherfucker you. You understand what I'm talking about? The nigga that's gonna cuss you out. You know what I'm talking about? The nigga that's gonna fight Lewis for nothing. You understand? The bandwagon, my damn cousin. You can't borrow no sugar from him. The damn bandwagon. The bandwagon say a diehard bandwagon, man. You understand what I'm talking about? And that's what you got to know. And shout out to the bandwagon. Armani Cox, the backwards speaking JC. I call him Bizarro JC. Hey, Armani, I've been a Laker fan because it really fun. Now, Aston fuck up our team. Okay, I'm going to read that backwards. Team R fuck up. Fuck Aston now. Nah, funny, really. It was cuz fan Laker I been. Hey, Yoda, you know what I'm talking about? Funny, it is. You know, shout out to our money Cox. You know how we does this one. You know how he does it? The bandwagon says, look at our money ass. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, no, you might want to say that backwards. Look at our money front. And the bandwagon. Shout out to the bandwagon. He said, now you decide to show.
Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip whip a track to shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I